before you can touch it.
It is correct, a la Abdenabi.
Too easy.
Yep. Jokic, we mentioned 11. That's ridiculous for a 7-footer.
Well, and you can see we talked about at the top of the program as Maxey responds with one another on that two-man game, giving up the back door.
Tyrese Maxey had a very good game the other night in Brooklyn as Jamal Murray. The need to be as perfect as they can be in terms of taking care of the ball. They cannot afford to lose possessions. That is Jokic.
Fella maturing, realizing that that's taxing on the body. Better to keep the weight off. Nice. Look at that.
Yep. Again, they went backdoor to Murray.
Hot a lot of the times, in particular whenever he's playing the 76ers, it seems. So just keep an eye on Barton because things could get worse.
Danny. Maxey, he might play upwards of 40 minutes. That's for two, and he drilled it. Tyrese.
You want to get to the door and be like, nah, man, your name isn't on here.
That is Joe, and he drills the three. Isaiah.
Doc takes Dwight out of the game because big guys have a tendency to pick up fouls again. So he takes him out.
Joe, a burst to the hoop. Getting a piece of the rock there was Millsap, a Sixer. Still plenty of time for the Nuggets to shoot, but Reed taking care of business. What a play by Reed to get it to Maxey, and the Sixers lead it. I'm going with these guys. Joe, rather healthy three, and he dropped it. Wow!
Talking along that last line of defense, along the baseline. Gotta help, though. Gotta help.
Monty Marr through the first. Maxey going against Facundo Campazzo, who is a 20.
Returning a favor to Murray's teammate.
Nikola Jokic is back. And Maxey against the much taller Jermichael Green, and he got the roll. He leads the NBA in total assists as a big man. As Maxey out of the timeout, right to the cup. Total assists in a season as Campazzo, the 5'11" native of Argentina, took it away from Howard on the other end. You can count it. It's an average three-point shooting team. Green nicely delivered to Howard, who throws. Sixers continue to hang tough. Green for a three. Yes! Around it. Howard helping out. Millsap buries the three. Paul Millsap. Four-time All-Star during his days with the Atlanta Hawks. Joe again, and he got it. Isaiah Joe coming out party. Green after his own miss. Howard crashing as well. Nicely done by Dwight Howard. His second bucket. Give him 6.
Just brushing Jokic aside. The big boy going at him, initiating that contact. Harris from the corner. Wow. Sometimes all it takes is just to see a couple of them go through. How many times on this broadcast have we talked about, wow, another teardrop by a lot, I would imagine.
Barton got it. 2 times for Will Barton. Barton wants Maxey instead. It's another Harris 3, and he drilled that one. So
he's coming back leaner. Looks like a basketball player instead of a guy who's had too much of fun in the summer.
Meantime,
fearless, bold. Well, I think all those apply to the young Maxey. What are you supposed to do with that?
Taller, heavier, Paul Millsap forced to give it up, and he does so right to Will Barton.
Good D by Millsap.
And Jokic running the floor after the behind-the-back.
Some easy buckets, because that's how the rest of them get going. Guys like Millsap, guys like Barton.
Terrific talents.
Yeah, and he's a terrific athlete. He looks like he's got great hand-eye coordination. Why not work with him on that?
To drive. Here's Maxey, really with plenty of time, especially for him. Goes all the way in. He challenges a guy, and there was a...
No, excuse me. Plays of the game. Check that.
With that man, Ala Abdenabi, Mark Zumoff, here at Wells Fargo Center. Maxey. Maxey got it done. That floater, I'll tell you what.
13-foot
That's
runner.
what I'm saying.
Not easy to do.
I thought this guy was struggling, Gary.
Finesse game to him as well. Very skilled, Mr. Harris.
6'4" and 210.
is not looking aggressive at all. Not sure if he's just content with setting up the offense. Look at him. His shot goes up and he's just walking back.
Well, Gary Harris doing enough for 2 of them. He's got 21. That surpasses his season high. That's Matthias. He was looking for perhaps the 4-point play. He does can the 3. Dakota Matthias, his first of the game. Barton just...
He hasn't been that great. But he does a lot of different things pretty well.
Past the halfway point of the third. Jokic, great spot. Delivered that one to Paul Millsap, 15-year veteran from Louisiana Tech, the same school as the Hall of Famer Karl Malone, as Maxey drills the 3.
Coaches are used to looking down the bench, and because everyone wants to play, a whole bunch of eyes are locked on the coach trying to get. So you've got to guide them through all that. Right now, they're out of the frying pan and into the fire. Help.
JaMychal Green, first touch of the second half for the 7-year vet. Again, shooting a career-high 53% from beyond. His second 3. He's got 10, the 5th nugget in double figures. Danny Green.
Pass in a tight space.
Paul Reed.
Everyone that comes in at one point or another has been a scorer. You don't get to this level without getting buckets. But you've got to taper.
Jamal Murray. Playing in traffic is Tyrese Maxey, difference maker for Denver.
Talked about how fatigue will play a role.
Back up now with the departure of Mason Plumlee. Dakota Matthias. His third hoop, give him 8.
See what they see in him. Remember Andres Nocioni?
Absolutely. Played for the Sixers for a little bit.
Dude used to just chew on rocks. He was so hard.
Hey, he could look and say, I dropped 33 in a game.
Yep, against an elite guard play. We talk about Harris and Murray. They may not be Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum, but they're not bad either.
Nope.
Wow.
On perspective, in his previous 4 appearances, a total of 27 minutes for Isaiah Joe as Hartenstein slammed.
Nice little pass. And the explosion from the big fella.
Matthias for 3, and he drilled it. All reserves in there right now for the Nuggets. Campazzo hits the 3.
Down what, 20 to do that, but Matthias getting the big picture in all of this.
This is Hampton, and he gets 2. R.J. Hampton. So they keep possession here with under 4 minutes to play. And these young guys have played a lot of minutes as Dwight Howard hits the 3.
Get that deep. The defense breaks down, forced to scramble. Nice little passing in the tight space, though.
Facundo Campazzo. Dozier, an opportunity to the city in Boston. He's also played in the G League. Morris will solo.
6 of 1980. 37. Keith Wilkes was what he was first known as.
Yes. Tyrese Maxey crashing the glass for his 6th. He could play another one, I'm convinced, as he drills another one. Give him 30. They used to ask John Chaney about playing players a lot of minutes as Maxey's going for 40. He's rejected on the play. But Bradley,
You weren't worried about their legs. You just worried about their effectiveness.
So